Hi, I'm Judge Penny Wolfgang. After a narrow Republican victory moved a controversial bill from President Trump forward, Western New York Democrats react. A former Buffalo Bill is making music for charity, and it's Taste of Buffalo weekend, right here, right now, on The Big Picture. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the program. As CBS News and other outlets reported, the House of Representatives passed a massive spending and tax bill that included signature policies of President Trump's second-term agenda, sending the so-called Big Beautiful Bill to the president's desk for signature on July 4th. Here's how the voting broke down. The House approved the bill in a 218 to 214 vote Thursday, July 3rd, after the Senate narrowly approved the bill Tuesday, July 1st, in a 51 to 50 vote. Lawmakers say this is an extension of Mr. Trump's 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which was slated to sunset at the end of the year. The legislation would make most of the tax cuts permanent, while increasing spending for border security, defense, and energy production. The bill is reported to be partially paid for by significant cuts to health care and nutrition programs like Medicaid and SNAP. The Congressional Budget Office estimates the bill would add $3.4 trillion to federal deficits over the next 10 years and leave millions without health insurance. Republicans in the White House dispute these forecasts. Reaction to all of this fell into party lines, with Western New York Republicans like Congressman Nick Langworthy applauding the bill, with Democratic Congressman Tim Kennedy in staunch opposition. We caught up with Kennedy at Russell Salvatore's July 4th party, just hours after voting took place.
Well, you've had a busy couple of weeks. How are you feeling after going through all that?
Well, I'll tell you, it was an incredible experience. It's great to be home. When you're home here in Buffalo, you're reminded of all the things that are good about our community, good about our state, good about our nation, why I fight the way I fight down in Washington, D.C. for our community. We just got through a marathon budget process. I wasn't pleased with the outcome by any means. I voted against the big, ugly bill that I believe will hurt America, hurt Americans, certainly hurt the middle class, hurt the working poor, seniors, children, veterans that depend on nutritional assistance. It'll cut 17 million people off of health insurance. It guts Medicaid and Medicare and totally disrupts our entire healthcare system. Not only that, but you're going to see people that are seeing their premiums go up, health insurance premiums go up, co-pays go up, deductibles go up. So there's a lot not to like in what we voted on. Again, I voted no, but it still went through with the Republican majority support. So, we just keep moving forward, keep doing what we need to do to fight for our community and take care of business.
I just want to go back to the experience that you just went through. It was so unique, I'm sure, not only the bill itself, but the people that were speaking and the process itself, that you were there until, all hours of the day and night.
Yeah, look, the majority in Congress thought that they could push it through in the middle of the night. So at 3:30 in the morning is when they began debate while America was sleeping. But we didn't let them get away with it. And although they gave us a very limited time to debate, Leader Hakeem Jeffries did an astounding job of telling the story of what's actually in the bill and why it is so big and ugly and why it is so hurtful to Americans and why we voted no. He was able to get the message out of the destructive nature of the bill. He debated for 8 hours and 44 minutes. It was a record-long speech in the House of Representatives. I was sitting right next to him. And so to be there on the floor for such a historic moment, regardless of your political affiliation, you know, it's the United States Congress, and it's our government, it's our country. And when historic things happen like they did just yesterday, it's a memorable experience.
We'll continue to monitor the impact of the legislation here in Western New York. On a lighter note, another notable guest at Russell Salvatore's summer party was filmmaker Michael Mailer. If that name sounds familiar, that's because Michael is the son of the award-winning author and journalist Norman Mailer, famous for his 1948 novel The Naked and the Dead, and for garnering Pulitzer Prizes for The Armies of the Night, An American Dream, The Fight, and The Executioner's Song. His son Michael has been directing, producing, and writing in the independent film world since graduating from Harvard. Mailer is best known for Heart of Champions, Two Girls and a Guy, and Empire, to name just a few. And we found out about why he's here in Buffalo for his next project.
Hi, Michael. I'm really excited about meeting you. And also, by the way, aren't I the luckiest person sitting here between these two handsome, wonderful, good-looking, charming men, our very own Manny and Michael, who we just met today. Michael,
well, thank you for that lovely introduction. Normally, I would argue against that point, but with Manny here, I can't.
No, you can't. No. Tell us what brings you to Buffalo. We're really interested in hearing a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm a film director and producer, and I'm about to start shooting my third film called Little Audrey in Buffalo. So I've sort of become a second son of the city. I've fallen in love with this town. It's great. The film commissioner, Tim Clark, has done a tremendous job in bringing in business, and he's won me over as a convert.
Yeah, we're very excited about all the films being made here. Is this the atmosphere, the background, the buildings? What attracts you to this area?
Well, I mean, the great thing about Buffalo, and I have to be frank, before I came up here to shoot movies, I'd never been to Buffalo. I'm out of New York City. But I'm so glad that I found it, or again, was convinced to come here by the commissioner, Tim Clark. But listen, it's a city with tremendous looks, variety of looks that you can do. The first movie I did was kind of a down and out story, and we shot in some depressed areas. The movie I did after that, The Panic, it was set in 1907 New York, and it was all about the Gilded Age. So we shot all the beautiful mansions, and I spent a lot of time on Delaware Avenue.
Well, everybody knows that not only do we have these beautiful mansions, but the people here are so, I know, cooperative, and there's so much talent.
Yes, and thank you for mentioning that. The crews here are excellent. I'm working with the same people I worked with on the first one. They're like family to me now. They're really exceptionally committed, passionate, and they're not doing it just for a paycheck. They're doing it because they love what they do, and I love what I do, and that's why I'm here.
Is there a theme to the movies, or are they that you've done? Are they all different?
I'm sorry, what?
A theme to the movies?
This is a family movie about a little girl who creates miracles. It's based on a true story.
Well, we're really excited, and we can't wait to see it. And thank you for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
And
I will always be a favored son of Buffalo, I hope.
As everyone knows, I have the same story. Even though I was born in New York City, this is my home.
Well, I congratulate you.
And of course, the man who brought us all together is our friend Russell J. Salvatore, who brought hundreds of people together for food, fun, and fireworks.
It's the man of the hour, my favorite, everyone's favorite, Russell Salvatore. And I love this party, and I know you do. I know that July 4th means a lot to you.
You know, Judge, it means an awful lot to me. I think it's probably about the 40th some year that we have done 4th of July. And they get bigger and better. We started them years ago on my boat, and then we continued doing them in Delaware Park. Tonight's is probably one of the biggest ones we've had. We got a good 600 people. And you know, I did a big one because I am getting to be older. And I don't know if I'll be around for next year, but I want to go out with a bang.
You will be here, and all of your fans and friends will be here too, Russell. It's a tradition that we're never going to give up.
No, I love it. It's good. I look for, you know, I'm like a little kid. I look for the fireworks to come on around 9:15, and I do them so right because they're all done to patriotic music. Oh, beautiful. And I love patriotic music, and I'm a little kid. I could cry when I hear it. But what are fireworks without patriotic music? I do the best 4th of July parties you can have.
We agree.
Thanks, Russell, for inviting yours truly and WBBZ to be part of the fun. When we come back, a former Buffalo Bill is making music for a good cause.